A rule of life is like a trellis. It offers support and guidance to the plant, helping it to grow in the right direction. My rule of life helps me fall more deeply in love with God. And as I do that, I'm better able to love myself. As I love myself, I'm better able to love others.
I would recommend the School of Prayer to anyone who is tired of the quick fix mentality that our society is addicted to and that we're caught up in. What I mean is, we're always looking for a pill or the lottery ticket to solve our problems, and I think that's what's going on in me too a lot of times, and it keeps me from actual transformation.
I'm so grateful for the process of writing our statement of belovedness, the rule of life, and not in any performative way, but simply to be near God, to experience more of Him, to be free of the addictions and preoccupations that plague my life and in the culture.
One of the biggest things that it helped me with was just bringing more of my full self to an intentional community, being able to trust other people to hold space for where I was at and the doubts that I was wrestling with, and still be able to belong to a group of people and show up.
I recommend this School of Prayer to anyone who wants and needs to be more playful with God and experience more of God's love. The SOP helped me to practice becoming more aware of God's involvement in all sorts of ways in my daily life.
The School of Prayer offers an honest look at our habits, our dependencies, the things that we do to order our lives that aren't working, our spiritual dissatisfactions. Takes an honest look at that with a group of people with plenty of grace, and then helps us imagine a hopeful way of changing our lives.
The School of Prayer helped me to know myself as beloved, not as mom, wife, friend, church member, but as beloved daughter of God.
I knew that it was a space that was full of unconditional love, full of people that were all trying to pursue a deeper spiritual life. I think it's something that people could do over and over again.
A couple of years ago, I heard about the opportunity and it felt like it wasn't the time. I felt like, wow, we're busy. We have 3 kids in different schools and I'm taking graduate classes and my wife works outside the home. And then I realized these are things that I want to make time for no matter how busy I am in life. Things that I want to make sure I'm carving out time for. And so we took a risk and it's been fantastic. Really good opportunity to have time set aside and also to stretch in things that we hadn't experienced in the past. One of the big things for me was about silent prayer and listening, really just connecting with God in the silence. So great books, good conversations, good leadership, good times going through the content and just connecting with God in the midst of life, in the midst of busyness.
Each one of the readings hits you in a different way, depending on where you're at in your life. So extremely grateful for Josh and for the invitation for School of Prayer. Would highly recommend it, even if you're not in West Michigan, just to be able to dial into Zoom, to be able to find a group of people that you can be intentional with, people that are like-minded, that are wanting to pursue a more holistic way.
In my daily life, one of the best things about the SOP is making spiritual friendships with people near and far. I'm in California, and I now have a great friend in Tennessee to share my intentions, to be honest, to hear and listen to God's voice, and know that I am beloved.
For most of my life, I thought I could change myself from the outside. But in the last few years, I've come to understand that God has much bigger changes in store for me. Transformation that can only come from the inside out, from deep within my soul. I'm grateful for how the School of Prayer helped me to change from the inside out.
Establishing different patterns and habits around the idea that God is present to everything and grounded in the understanding that God's love is the main thing worth living for. If that's something that sounds good to you, I'd say go for the School of Prayer. It's really good.